Corpus Christi, Texas, the latest on Tropical Storm Harvey, all times local, 8:30 p.m. When Hurricane Harvey came ashore pounded Rockport, the Aransas County Sheriff's Office wasn't immune from the devastation. Sheriff Bill Mills says no fewer than 35 of the vehicles in his emergency vehicle fleet are out of action because of broke windows and windshields. Furthermore, the smashed windows allowed the heavy rain to short out the electronics in the vehicles, setting off their sirens and lights in the middle of the storm. He says some cars had 6 inches of water in them. Emergency and disaster relief crews from Texas and as far away as New York and North Carolina have arrived to help put broken Aransas County back together. But Mills cautions residents who evacuated the area not to try to return. There's no running water, power or phone service yet. And natural gas is cut off. Mills says search and rescue teams have covered 85% of the county and so far only encountered a single fatality. That was a person whose body was so badly burned in a mobile home fire in Rockport, the county seat, during the storm that medical examiners have been unable to determine the sex. 8:05 p.m. Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner said he has no regrets about not calling for an evacuation of Houston residents ahead of Tropical Storm Harvey. Turner reiterated at a Sunday night news conference that the best course of action was for residents in Houston and surrounding areas to stay in place. Factors in his decision included not knowing where Harvey, when it was still a hurricane, was headed and the crazy logistics of trying to plan an evacuation of 2.3 million people within a couple of days. Turner also cited the experience the city had when residents evacuated ahead of Hurricane Rita in 2005 and gridlocked local roadways, leaving many people in traffic for more than 20 hours as they fled the city and resulting in dozens of deaths. Rita had been predicted to hit Houston but ended up making landfall well east of the city. The decision that we made was a smart one. It was in the best interest of Houstonians, he said. It was the right decision in terms of their safety and always we must put the interests of the city and Houstonians first. That's exactly what we did. We did what was the right thing to do. Turner said he has no concerns that the shelter that has been set up at the George R. Brown Convention Center will turn into New Orleans Superdome following Hurricane Katrina. At the football stadium, 30,000 evacuees spent days packed inside the sweltering dome with limited power and water and a roof that was shredded in the howling wind. I think in this city we know how to do it in such a way that is not chaotic. It's respectful, it's dignified, Turner said. Turner said he wants to transition people staying at the shelter to more suitable housing as quickly as possible. 7:35 p.m. The National Hurricane Center is offering no promises of relief from the epic rains unleashed on southeast Texas by Tropical Storm Harvey. In its 7 p.m. CDT advisory, center forecasters located the center of the storm 10 miles, 15 kilometers, northeast of Victoria, Texas, or about 120 miles, 193 kilometers, southwest of Houston. That center was inching to the southeast at 3 miles per hour, 6 km/h, with sustained winds of up to 40 miles per hour, 65 km/h. The forecasters said little change in strength is forecast during the next 24 hours. In fact, some slight re-strengthening is possible after the center moves off the coast on Monday night and Tuesday. The storm is expected to rain an additional 15 to 25 inches through Friday over the upper Texas Gulf Coast and into southwestern Louisiana. Isolated storm totals may reach 50 inches over that area, including the Houston-Galveston area. 7:15 p.m. Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner said that as of 5 p.m. on Sunday, Houston police and fire departments had received nearly 6,000 calls for rescues and had rescued more than 1,000 people. Many of these rescues were of people trapped on their roofs or in their attics. Turner said that so far only one fatality has been confirmed, a woman who died Saturday evening after getting out of her car when it drove into a flooded street. Turner said 22 aircrafts were working to help identify people stranded on roofs. 16 of those aircrafts are from U.S. Coast Guard. In addition, 35 boats and 93 dump trucks were being used by the city for high water rescues. The mayor also defended his decision not to order an evacuation. The decision that we made was a smart one. It was in the best interest of Houstonians. It was the right decision in terms of their safety. Absolutely no regrets. We did what was the right thing to do, Turner said. _6:15p.m. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers plans to begin releasing water into Buffalo Bayou from 2 flood control dams on the western outskirts of the city. Colonel Lars Zetterstrom is commander of the Galveston District of the Corps of Engineers. He says